Before watching the video, please subscribe and help Ing Team reach our third 100,000 subscribers. Steve Talk!
Welcome Ajarn Nutcha to Steve Talk episode 5.
Thank you so much. It's my honor to be here. I was actually looking at your watching, not looking, sorry. I was like kind of watch your episodes of this deep talks for a little bit. But still, I am more excited to be the interviewee myself. All right.
Okay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have you here to join this episode because the moment I sent you the message, I was like, will she accept my invitation? And eventually you accepted, and I was like, okay, this is going to be, super for me. So I'm so happy for you to become my distinguished guest today.
Thank you so much. ขอบคุณมากค่ะ Thank you. All right.
How's everything going? Like, we haven't met like very long time ago.
Yeah. Well, last time that we talked was a few years ago when you when we kind of trying to brush up some personal statement, right? The statement
Exactly.
So the that you are going to get into a university somewhere in the world. Right now I am finishing, not really finished, but I'm finishing my PhD journey.
Wow.
So there's something left to do, but then it's a lot more relieved to kind of that I can put something down. Not everything, but then at least something. The big heavy thing down a little bit, and then I can focus more on my career. That right now I have come back to teaching. So yeah, it's not tiring. It's not exhausting. It's just like, when you want to go somewhere, when you want to be so happy of doing something or not doing something, you kind of think all the time like, oh, I have my PhD waiting for me at the table, and oh, I have this job that hasn't been done yet. So that feeling is more like, it's not 100% exciting.
It's like a shadow following you everywhere you go, and you just feel like it's still here. I still need to get things done. Something like that, right?
It can be. Yeah, you can say that. But it's fun. It's fun. I love working so many things. Not at the same time, not always at the same time, but then at least you have something that is meaningful for you to do, right? You have something that is dear to your life, that you want to pay attention, you want to nurture things to grow. You have something that is meaningful for you to look forward to do, and then look forward to the result. For long years. Yeah.
Okay, so I consider it's a good thing then.
It is. It is good thing.
Okay. Seems like you're back to teach, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back.
And actually, I wanted to ask you about your master degree in the UK, like a few years ago, let's say. How long was it? Long time ago, yeah. It's been like 10 years, almost.
It's well, that journey was lovely. We use the word lovely a lot. So excuse me. But yeah,
How long was it?
my master degree in the UK took a year. It was a year for a master degree. Um, at that time in 2008, in 2009. My goodness.
How was I? Okay.
Um,
Can
and
you
then,
share
sorry.
with us? Sorry. Can you please share with us about your, let's say, your life abroad, especially when you go, the moment you went to study abroad in the UK, of course.
Okay, so let me put into the timeline so you can see something clear, something clearer. Why I wanted to choose the UK and why I wanted to choose the path, right? So after I graduated from Chiang Mai University, that was my first degree, and in English, and it was in linguistics, and I knew that well, linguistics is going to be, a part of my life, a big part of my life. So why, um, why not, why not going to a place where it's originated? That's what I thought. And also, I have the big dream of traveling around the world. And that's why we chose English at first. Now, in order to go further, you actually have to think to yourself, like, so which branch that you're going to take, right? Because linguistics is really broad. You've got sociolinguistics, you've got psycholinguistics, neurolinguistics, historical linguistics, blah blah blah, syntax, semantics, whatever. But those are the basic components to become linguistics, right? Now, I went to Bangkok to shop around the education courses. At that time, it was called Hands-On, UK Education Hands-On exhibition. And then I walked around, collected like 5 or 6 courses in different universities. At that time, it was the UK. So I was like, okay, fine. I come back home, look up a little bit about the Canada courses and the US. And I sent around 10 applications, 5 to the UK, 1 to the Netherlands, a few to the US, and then 1 to Canada.
Wow.
Well, never got. Maybe I just didn't know. It was a long time ago. I never got. Sorry. But yeah, I've got offer from the UK first. So I was like, should I wait for the US one, or should I wait for the Canadian scholarship or the offer? In the end, when I look up at the tuition fees and how long would it take for each places, the UK seems to be quite reasonable because it's short and the tuition fees are somewhat similar. The thing is, you would take 2 or more years to get a master's degree in a very good university in the US. In the UK, you've got this taught program, and you get what you actually would like to do, which is psycholinguistics, neurolinguistics, or the neuroscience and communication, blah blah blah. The tuition fees are okay, plus the dorm, the accommodation. So when you calculate it, I found that, okay, well, it's not it's not much different. Then, plus my dream that I wanted to travel around the world. So where should I go? Is it going to be America, or should be the Euro? So yeah, so I chose England because I can reach to quite a few countries, right? In Europe. And it's not that expensive. You can collect monies, and then you can go on a train, you can go on a very cheap flight, go to France, go to Germany, and then come back within 4 days or 5 days, something like that. So and that's why it ended up the UK. I didn't get any scholarship for my master degree. That's because my uncle said that he's gonna sponsor. So he supported everything, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, my uncle supported me to go there, and also the accommodation and stuff. So I had to study hard.
That's not too bad.
Exactly. So I had to study hard there because it's a year. And because it's the master degree. So you took 4 years to study your bachelor, right? You took only 1 year to study your master. Imagine how many books that you have to read.
That you'll be like, packed, right? Things will be packed.
Yes, on the reading list, you have the reading list. You actually you don't have to read them all, but you have to explore. You want to explore everything there. So make use of it. Make use of, you see the reading list, you have 20, almost 24 hours library in the university, and for you to go in there and then, to sit all night and read. You have the bookshop. You actually can access to Amazon to buy the second-hand book with the debit card. In Thailand, you couldn't do that at that time. So but in the UK, you could do it. So that was the very kind of amazing experience for me. The computing rooms are 24 hours. You can access.
And you also had to, let's say, make the most of it because of your uncle and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, my uncle has got his kind of like, right, my generation, we went to America. So if your generation, be the pioneer, go somewhere else that we have never been. So I was the first in our generation, in my family as well, to go study in England.
Wow.
And my sister went, and my cousin went as well. So yeah, sorry?
You started the journey.
Yeah. We actually chose with my uncle as well. So I've got 5 offers from England, and then we're just like, okay, right, Edinburgh. That was a very good one in the north. Edinburgh. You've got Manchester, Newcastle, Essex. There's another one. Cannot remember.
Essex.
Cannot remember one. Yeah. Well, we chose Essex, the University of Essex, because Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham. So I said I wanted to go to Birmingham. My uncle said, "You sure?" Look at the population and look at how many Thai students already there. You will not be fluent in English. You will not be fluent in the thing that you look for. So why not somewhere that, not so many people going?
Mm.
So we pointed, and it's X,
Mm.
included that. And yeah, in my time, it was around 20 students, 20 Thai students in
Wow.
my year. Each year, it's just only that, 20 something. Compared to Birmingham or Nottingham, they're hundreds. So, so yeah, and it's cheap. It was
Okay.
cheap.
That was a great, let's say, decision making.
Yeah, we actually have to plan though. When you're going somewhere, my master degree was kind of, um, it's like jumping to it,
Mhm.
and with determination and with planning, but still jumping because you
Mhm.
actually have to kind of grab the opportunity at that time. Um,
I
it's the
think,
time. Yeah.
teacher, something happened.
Oh,
Hello?
yes. Do you hear me?
Are you back?
No,
Okay.
I'm still here.
I think there's something wrong with the connection because
Oh,
I don't see you moving.
I am moving now.
Wait. Okay. Can you see yourself moving in the camera?
I see you moving, and I see both ourselves, like ourselves. I see both of us.
Wait. Something wrong here. You're
It's
not
still
moving.
recording there.
Still
Hey,
recording? But yeah, you're
yeah,
not
it
moving.
is.
You're not moving.
Hmm.
Are you back now? Okay. All right. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay.
Don't worry. If it doesn't work this time, we can record again. It's not gonna be the same.
Okay. I think it works now. Let's move on. Okay, where
Okay,
were
okay.
we?
Um, the conclusion of
Jumping to
is sex. Mm. So, well, I say sex. Is the beautiful accent from a sex people.
yeah, I love that.
I like that. I like that. You know, when um when we learn English, we learn the standard way, right? I have to say standard, because it's everywhere in the book. Um, but right now we cannot say, one can be standard,
Mm.
like 100% standard, because you've got British accent, American accent, New Zealand, Indian, Chinese, Thai, Singaporean, English as well. And as long as it's intelligible, like you understand each other, then yeah, it's
That's
it's
enough.
okay. Yeah. Anyway, so what I encountered was that the first day or first week, um, I was with so many Chinese students. The first 3 months, because I went there for the language, for the kind of, what is it called?
Okay. Something?
Pre-sessional. Yeah,
Pre-sessional?
pre-sessional course. This pre-sessional course actually prepare you to be more academic.
Mm.
Writing, speaking, academic vocabulary, um, pronunciation, presentation skills, things like that. So I was there, and I had so many friends from China. Um, so that's one big different, of how the language was working at that time.
Mm.
Now we spoke English, but in different accents, right?
Ah.
Then, if you want to understand the local people speaking, you actually have to go to town and kind of walk along and kind of use the eavesdropping. Listen to them what are they talking about? And what kind of pronunciation or the word that they use, you know. So we picked up some those university or twin A, bo or thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, return to uni. Return to
Mhm.
uni means that we would like to buy the return tickets on the bus to and from the university. So return to uni.
Wow, that's tough though.
Yeah, return to uni. Single to town. Single to uni. Single is the single ticket. So one, just go, not come back.
Mhm. Mm.
Um, that's the way that we picked up. We pick up some more, and then we were in that kind of environment. We also not gonna talk to only the group of your people, right? The same nationality, that's your friend from the same country. But you also kind of mingle with friends from other countries as well. So what we did was like we had party almost every day, the dinner party. We did the exchange, like this is your food, this is our food, this is how we make it, what is it called? And we also talk about, what is it like in China? What is it like in Thailand? What is it like in Hong Kong, or Taiwan? Um, and we made trips to somewhere together. So we learning by doing at that time. Try to understand that, try to understand each other. Mm. At first, it was the broken English, and then because we have to kind of make people understand us, so we kind of like, okay, right, now we're gonna solve it, we're gonna do this together, we're gonna go for a trip, and then we're gonna try if we understand them out there. So it was unforgettable.
Mm.
Memories. It was unforgettable experiences. It was the thing that we use until I use until now to try to tell my students. Don't be afraid, but
Mm.
you have to plan. But you have to
Mm.
plan.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good thing. Okay. A lot of students, including me, actually, uh, think that I think the better way to improve our English skills, especially speaking, is to use it, right? So, do you think it's the good thing to start using it?
To start using, yes, absolutely, I agree. Okay, well, let's say my master degree was psycholinguistics and neurolinguistics,
Mhm.
right? So so I studied about how language is processed in your brain,
Wow,
how
that's
language is in your mind.
Mhm.
um, what actually in there when you try to listen to something and then speak it out. Um,
Ah,
it's more like imagination, but but
that's
at least, yeah, at least you have at least you know something deeper than just practice and practice, right?
right.
For
That's right.
example, um in order to speak, you should have a kind of intelligible pronunciation,
Mhm.
right? So you what kind of pronunciation that you're looking for? If you don't listen to yourself, if it doesn't process that, and if you don't listen, you don't hear it, and you speak it out, how
Mhm.
come people will understand you? or how come
Yeah.
you would know that people will understand you or you understand yourself?
How could
When
it be? How could it be? How could it be accurate, right?
Yeah, how could it be accurate? Don't have to be accurate, but
Mm-hmm.
intelligible. So um, you understand that this is the sound that make these are the sounds that make up this word. And when this word come into your head, you understand it right away that this means this.
Mm.
So when you speak, meaning when you practice, you also have to practice listening, right? Listening and speaking, listening and speaking. So it doesn't have to be that you gonna speak to the foreigners only. You can speak to your Thai friends. You can speak to yourself. You can think and speak in front of the mirror in the morning. Like, I am beautiful, man. Like
I
that.
do. I
Look
do.
at
I do.
that in the mirror.
Yeah. Especially when I'm like say exhausted, I look at the mirror and I talk to myself. I encourage myself every day, like, okay, it's not the move, Steven. Go, go. And it
Uh-huh.
helps.
Exactly. So that is listening and speaking. When you speak and no one actually hear you in the bathroom, for example, right? Um, for me, it reflects as well because you hear yourself, and it was like, oh, okay, that one was wrong. That one was is that acceptable? Is that okay? Is that good? Should I try singing? No. So in your own space, you can reflect yourself a little bit more as well.
Mhm.
You also talk like text to one of your best friends, for example. Sometimes in English, sometimes in Thai, because that is a way of using it in daily life. So try to use it, and you have the phone that can help you correct your spelling, that help you with the collocation, meaning the word that comes after it, right?
Uh-huh.
So make use of it. Make use of it.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
some important questions to ask, and I really want to ask you, do you think the environment has an effect or has an impact of our study? I mean, especially when we study English, do you think studying abroad is better than study in our country?
It
I mean,
helps.
okay.
It helps, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna wait until that time, right? As I say, you have to plan. You have to prepare. Um, I I was with languages from from I was young, right? You are with languages when like since you were born, you were
Mhm.
with Thai and dialect and stuff. That's the way you
That's,
learn languages, right? You learn English, you learn some Chinese from the movies, from the media. So
that's right.
learn those things first. Um, I was not. I didn't start from zero when I went to the UK. I started I started long time ago.
Mm.
I started by just singing ABC when I was young. I started by write everything in three languages, for example, because my families also encouraged us to study Chinese as well. So what I did, like on the walls here, we've got Chinese and Thai and sometimes English still on the wall.
Wow.
Some drawings, some stuff on the wall. We had only one or two videos from Disney's, like the Ariel. What else? Snow White, for example. And we kept watching them hundreds, thousand times. We had some encyclopedia and some English books from our relatives. We kept reading. And when we read, we just like, okay, what's this word and what does it mean? Is there any translated version? Harry Potter, for example, I and my sister collected, saved the money, save our own pocket money to buy it every time that it comes out. And what we did was we bought two versions, the Thai and the English. And then we just look at compare page by page. How does it say? What is it like? We went to the cinema and we chose the English, the soundtrack, not the Thai one. So that's how our house and my sister did. So
It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind
sorry.
of like you were absorbing from everything around you.
So
Maybe
that's the environment, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's the
Okay.
environment. You don't have to go far if you still cannot go there. I mean, you prepare for it one day, you keep doing what you like to do, but at the same time you prepare the environment around here. You don't have to have, the foreign boyfriend. You don't need to go to the international school. But you can build some environment.
Wow, that's right. That's right. If you cannot go to that environment, you can make up your own environment and use it every day. Try to get yourself in there. And that's the environment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, then it comes to this question. What do you think about the saying languages open up the opportunities?
Not only the opportunities, it's actually your perspectives and everything. So let's say you can speak two languages. You let's say Thai and Chinese, for example, right? Thai and Chinese. You open up a lot of opportunities in China and and in some companies around here that need somebody who are fluent in Chinese and Thai at the same time. You can work on trading, you can work on marketing. The big market is waiting for you out there. You learning languages like English, for example, and it opens up a lot opportunities. It's not just only going somewhere and speak English, but then you actually can learn more, like what is it like, what's the culture, what's the news, what's the political situation or the economic situation somewhere around the world, somewhere in Europe, somewhere in America. You can open your perspective to other country by just click on Google or YouTube or any website that you would like to see what it's like. Because it's still now English is still kind of the international language that they use. So it's in any platform, and it's in most careers that you that you would like to explore, and that's yes. Learning languages opens up a lot of opportunities. However, when I say it's not just only opportunities, but it's also the perspectives, because when you learn more about the political situation, when you learn more about their cultures, when you learn more about the movies, when you learn more about the books and stuff, you learn how they think as well. And
That's
that's how
right.
you open, yeah. And that's how you open up your mind to accept the differences. You actually kind of see the opportunities when you open more, when you have broader perspective, right? When I went to England the second time and tried to finish my PhD there, um, I I had the opportunity to work in a pharmacy.
Wow.
So here that well, it's not just because my mom's a pharmacist and we own a pharmacy here, but it's just like, you learn a lot from from biology. You learn a lot from chemistry already when you were young. Um, and then you mix them up, you actually use your background knowledge, mm, and blend it with experience that you have uh, um, along the way, along the years. Um, how to say, you have opened up more kind of opportunity to come in and say like, wow, I can work in the pharmacy, not just only the restaurant. Most of the time you work in the restaurant, but then I chose to work in the pharmacy. Mm, good, well, better wage. Better money. And better opportunity to speak the language as well. If you work in the restaurant only, you have just only a smaller set of vocabulary,
That's
right?
right.
How can I help you today? Hope you enjoy the food. This is the food, right? Is it hot, spicy, too hot, less hot? You have that good set of vocabulary in the restaurant. But what about other thing else? So what I did when I arrived there already, if my friend asked me to help in the restaurant, I go work in the restaurant. if um well, I work most of the time in the pharmacy. I was like, right. So I talk about things. I talk about medicine. I talk about doctors. I talk about health. I talk about um, the holidays that my colleague took, something like that. So it's actually more sets of the vocabulary that you take. Mhm.
That's also environment. That's also environment, right?
That's also environment. So
Hmm.
here is, well, there are lots of people who went there and then just put themselves into the book only. I didn't say that is not good, but for me as linguists, the language kind of studious person, you would like to study about language, you would like to study how language works in the real world. You actually have to go out there and speak and listen, right?
Use it.
See things. However, if you are students in other fields, it might not work that way. You might be with the book 24/7. Mm. So you have the set of vocabulary, you have the set of friends and colleagues and stuff to do as well, and that would improve you. That is that environment. But then, if we want to be in this career, if you want to be in this field, if you want to be working in linguistic or language and communication area, you have to explore a lot more.
Totally agree. Because for me, at first I started learning English. It was difficult to use and to understand everything. But when I started using it in real life, I went out a lot, I used it with lots of people, I joined many activities, and turns out like I know how to use it. I am used to it now. I'm used to using it. Yeah.
See,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Okay.
that's really good for you. Okay.
So, do you think what is the biggest, let's say, mistake language learners usually make nowadays?
Mm. Mm.
Am I right?
I would say the fear of using it, the
Mm,
fear of speaking it out. Um, you know, something like you plan in your head and you're not doing it.
mm,
Um, you waited. You wait until it's the perfect time. You wait until the right time. It might not be coming to
uh,
you.
it's like you
Right?
give yourself an excuse every time, like, oh, maybe next time. I'm not ready today, not feeling ready, something like that,
Mhm.
right?
You
Mm,
actually have to force yourself to get ready at that time.
mm,
And that's why I say prepare and plan. You actually
mm,
have to do it in step. You have to prepare, be prepared for you hope for the best, be prepared for the worst.
mm,
Um, so worst case scenario, if you speak it out, if you think, I don't know what to say, and then you just stay still, not speak it out, things here it's getting worse. You have I think somebody say like things in your head looks seems worse than you make it out, then you perform it, then you speak it out. So do it and you will see the result, right? Do
yeah.
it and you see the result. For example, right now, um let's say that I am using most of the time broken English in here, or some um, maybe some word choices that it shouldn't be here, or the grammar mistakes and stuff. However, if you don't speak it out, you don't actually know that you have made a lot of mistake this
Mm,
far, right? Or how are you going to prevent it next time? In your job, in teaching job, in translating job, in interpreting that I did it sometime. Um, most of the time, it's never been 100% perfect.
mm,
It's just that you cover it and, your student didn't know. um, but yeah, we made mistake all the time. And you come back and you reflect and it's just like, okay, next time I'm not going to do it that like this. That's how we
mm.
know. If we didn't do it, we don't know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We
But
we, we have
yeah,
sorry?
that's right. How can we make it right if we don't know how it's wrong?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You actually have to fail first. So next time you don't cross your leg. You don't actually walk like, I don't know, someone who walk like penguins if you're not penguins, something like that. Or if you wanna learn how to ride a bike, you actually have to fail once at least.
At
Right?
least.
At least. You
Okay.
need to get some knees, some bleeds, some blood, or some cuts and some stuff until you learn that okay, that one is not appropriate to do.
I want to share my experience though. There was once, I'm not sure how long was it, but it's quite long. Like maybe when I was in the high school or something. I and my friend, we were trying to do a black, no, backflip. No. Yes, yes. We were crazy about action movie, and we
Ah,
wanted to do we wanted to do the backflip, and we tried every day. And I was like I was almost, how do I say, break my own neck because it was so difficult to do it. Yeah, as you said, we need to fail at least.
but not about the back neck though, the back of the neck.
Yeah, but I did. I eventually I could do it back then.
Huh?
I could do it. Yes. I could do like 10 times in a row. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I can't do it now because getting older. I'm getting older.
It's stiff already.
That's right. That's right. So I think that's 100% right. So if you're afraid of making mistakes, that means you're afraid of uh, making it right.
If you're afraid of making mistakes, you never been successful.
Exactly.
If you want to be successful, you try everything. You try this way, you try that way. If it doesn't work, how is it? How am I going to correct it? How am I going to fix? How am I going to adapt something else? Learning language is not one way. It's not one for all. It's not one ultimate best practice. My best practice can be your worst practice, right? You say like, oh yeah, well I eat the dictionary. My goodness. No, I might not choose that path, right? I might choose some path because it doesn't suit me. So it's just like personalities. It's more customized, it's more personal. You grew up from somewhere different from each other. You have different backgrounds, you have different experiences. How are you going to get just only one method to learn the language,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, a lot of my friends told me that the best way to improve English, to improve your English, is to memorize things, is to put yourself in the situation and everything. Sometimes I try all of that, all of the things my friend said, as you said, but it didn't help much. So we have our own way, our own method, as you said. All right, that's interesting, and I totally agree. Is that there are many ways to improve your English, not only one way.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
Well, it's let's say memorizing vocabulary is good. Just like when you try to write, right? You have the association between your brain and your hand, and that's how your brain remember the
The word.
spelling.
The
Yeah,
spelling.
how to read the word. At the same time, if you would like to pronounce it well, pronounce word, pronounce if you want your pronunciation better, um, do it. You actually have to act it out, right? If you want to learn, if you want to kind of use the vocabulary more fluently, for example, you can try to memorize it a few times and then use it, right? See, you have from one way to the mix of some different ways, and we have this kind of learning pyramid, Bloom taxonomy or something. I'm not that expert in that, but at first you remember, you understand, right, and then you analyze, meaning that you kind of think that, oh, that might work, that might not work. What does it mean actually? What does it not mean? And can I use it or can I not? That is analyzing, and then you combine the thing that you experience. You combine this that you have learned, and then make it to the new one. That is the analysis. Then I cannot remember, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm so sorry for those who who learn education. I'm not from the education path. I'm from the linguistics part. So I'm quite far from this theory. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, actually, things that you mentioned earlier about see it, memorize it, analyze it, and use it. So actually, I'm been doing that like that because I love watching movies, and sometimes I see they're using some sentences, phrases, and I feel like, oh, this is cool. Maybe I can use it next time, and I use it. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. We also have something that you have learned it for a long time. You never used it before, and then there was that moment that you use it right away. You have that moment as well, and you have the moment that you have tried so many times to use that word, but it's never been right. So yeah, so language, because it's not dying, like English, for example, or the language that we use in our daily life is not a dead language, right? It's actually developed with our civilization. It developed with our culture and our world. So keep learning. Lifelong learning is the key. Just keep learning. Yeah.
The pinnacle of success is lifelong learning.
Yes, you keep learning, you keep finding good way, bad way, best way, worst way. You keep practicing. Yeah, you keep practicing, you keep exploring things. So I like to explore things. I like to see new, let's say, new trends. For example, how our student like at this era, how how other countries like to do in this year or something. What's the trend? What are the words that you have? Those new words from Gen Y. Is it Gen Z? Gen Alpha? Those
Okay,
things.
so good question then. Do you think that teaching English in this era is, let's say, tougher than before, or not?
Mm, I think it's different. It can be tough at the same level. It's just different. I encountered different set of students every year with different backgrounds, with different experiences. In the past, when our teacher taught us something, it might be difficult as well because they never seen something, we never seen something. There's no YouTube for you to go like, okay, well, I'll show you this. Here it is, right? At this time, when you think of something, it's just like, okay, I will send you. I'll search on Google and then just like, okay, I'll send you this. This is the video. Just look for it more. It can be different in terms of the commitment. The commitment. For example, you said that you like English, but all the books that you have is just grammar and vocabulary, but you don't actually get to know the world of English. You still read, let's say, some Thai novels all the time, or the translated version. But you never find it, never find the original copies. How is it like? So you don't really learn how translation work, right? Or you don't really learn how this word meant these things in practical, like in the practical sense. So it's not tougher. It's just Yeah, it's just a little bit more like you use more. You actually have to deal with AI. You have to deal with your laziness.
Mhm.
You deal with a lot. Okay, let me finish this one first. You have to deal a lot with your mind. Like, oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, I don't have much time. I'm gonna use AI. Then ChatGPT, can you help me? That is all the time. In that case, your brain will not exercise. In that case, your brain will not practice. Your hand your hands are not associated with the spelling or the word or the meaning or the pronunciation. You don't use it, you don't speak it. um that is it's difficult for the person. It's not difficult for the teachers though, it's difficult for the person. Mm. um we we gave you everything. We have every opportunities around. It's online, it's everywhere, it's on the cloud. It's just that you have to plan. Not to be so tough. Uh, you think that this one is tough. Of course, you actually have to act it tough first, so that you can get something easier.
Mhm.
In the future. You have to prepare. Again, the
Mhm.
word prepare.
Okay.
Okay.
So AI, do you think AI, let's say, does AI change the way of learning?
Yeah. Um, the As I said, we get lazier.
Mm.
Mm. We get lazier. AI changed the way of learning, good and bad.
Mm.
We learn that AI can help you with the collocation. AI can help you with the grammar proof, right? The you ask ChatGPT or Gemini to kind of correct your sentences, right? But if you copy and paste without proofreading again, um, it might be totally different from what you intended to
Mm.
say. Um, it helps you when you don't have much time. Mm. But
Mm.
again, practice, use your brain
Uh-huh.
is the way to learn languages. If
Mm.
you ask Gemini or ChatGPT to learn the language with you, who's gonna get the benefit?
Yeah,
Right?
that's
It's not us. So learn with it. Learn with AI. Like AI, can you give me 30 vocabulary of let's say aviation?
Mm.
Mm. Or some conversation of the flight attendant and the customer. Um, how can I practice? Can I practice with you? Can you give me the listening, the listening practice? Then yes, AI would work. So you live with it. You actually use it as your friend to talk to,
Mm.
right? If you don't have the foreigners anywhere, um, Gemini, can you talk to me? How's the weather today? Blah blah blah. So yeah, you that is the environment that you can build on your own. Mhm.
I want to share something. I interviewed some of the teachers last week, and maybe a few weeks ago. I cannot remember. Um, he said that he tried to assign his student to do some tasks, but the students use AI to generate everything for them. They ask
Mhm.
student to prepare some, let's say, the presentation and everything. Turns out like that student use AI 100% to help
Mhm.
him prepare the presentation. And when he showed the presentation slides on the screen, the language is very AI language. So it's very hard to cope with this kind of situation in classroom. So what do you think about it? Do you have any, let's say, your solution for this?
um, they have to prepare. doing that, right? They kind of like, okay, here is the assignment. I give you, do it from home. That is, you give them a lot of time to search for something. In a way, it's good because they can do some research. But of course, no, not a few make use of that. But most of the time, it's AI, and it seemed like they've got the same answers. So what I did for the next time was that we're gonna finish the assignment now. I give them time here. I give yeah. Now, I give them sometimes, and I give them kind of go back to the past. We're gonna use the paper dictionary. We're gonna use our hands. We're gonna use group work. We're gonna work together. There we're gonna talk to each other. It's okay if you're gonna use your phone and then use the translation. However, you have to be able to answer to me. What does it mean? You have to kind of answer more like the critical, the critical, use the critical thinking question. So, for example, what do you think about that? Or if you are in that situation, what would you do instead of asking, what does it mean, right? So it's fortunate that my courses work on these things, work on discussion, work on explanation and stuff that has to come from your own idea. Most of the time it happened to writing courses or those, what is it, the vocabulary base or the paper base that you have to ask for the information from the book. So I actually put one question at the end. What do you think about this? And then we discuss. And in that question, at the moment when they answer the question, if they use AI, we actually point out right away. I use that as the feedback. I was like, so you think like this, and your friend think like this, and other friends also think like this, right? Why? So we keep asking, and then point it out that if you use the AI, the answer will going to be the same. If you use the AI, sometimes it didn't understand you 100%. So when you answer to me, that is a little bit strange answer, and that's why we actually have to ask more. And when we ask more, then you stuck because you don't actually thought about it at first. So our suggestion from that time worked better. So let's say like C, because you use the ChatGPT, C, because you use the AI to translate most of your work. Right now, you are in trouble. I didn't ask them to kind of do it or correct it right now, but then I was like, okay, well, next time, if you can, please bring the dictionary. Next time, if you can, we're gonna turn off the telephone and the phone, the smartphone. We're not gonna use the internet to translate. We're gonna try using this one. So give them opportunity to kind of compare both. That is my way.
Yeah. So allow them to use it, but they need to use it in the right way, not just like 100% doing everything for themselves.
No. Sometimes they have to learn hardware as well. So, so let's say assignment, write an essay, 300 words essay, for example. What is it and why do you think so, for example? Give it more like the criteria. This assignment is 10%. So when you look at it, you say like, okay, language use, creativity, originality, coherence, cohesiveness, those are not from the ChatGPT, right?
Mm.
Give them these marks, and then let them see it, right? Language use, fine, is well, 100%, but then it doesn't relate it to the idea that I asked you. So the coherence and cohesiveness gone, right? Originality, no, I don't think so. Seems like 25 of you get the same thing, so no. Or creativity, human beings are, really good in being creative, right? You're creative since you were born. You have your own personality, you have your own imagination, you have created your own kingdom, the little kingdom. So that kind of creativity is unique. It's not well, unlike ChatGPT or Gemini, right? So use that one. And we know if we use it, we just like, if we don't have time, we're just like, okay, I'll let you go. If we have some time, yeah, that is when you're gonna get criticized quite a lot. So yeah, be prepared. Be prepared.
Important keyword, be prepared.
Yes.
You
Be
take away.
prepared.
Be prepared.
Exactly. Be prepared. It's more like, me as well, as I'm working, teaching, helping some organization to finish their job or something. If I didn't prepare well, I feel bad too. I was like, oh yeah, well, that opportunity might not come back the second time, right? So when you have the opportunity, and if you have the time to prepare, even just for shorter time, you actually have to make use of that to prepare. What is it? You predict what's going to be. You anticipated what it's going to be like. You kind of imagined if you were there in that future, how are you going to do it? So that is also be prepared, right, for the job, for the career, for the field of the career that you would like to work on. Yeah.
I love that. I also love something like visualization, and let's say I visualize it every time before I start creating something, especially some content creation or something. I start visualizing, okay, what I'm gonna do, what is it gonna be. So I think it's better to prepare beforehand.
Yes, exactly. You should prepare beforehand. Well, when you prepare, just you can be afraid of something, but because you plan, so you have like, all right, so if that one was wrong, if that happened, what should I do? Then there's going to be plan B, and then plan C, and plan D, and plan Z. So it's not just only one plan that you prepared, right? You prepare quite a few plans as well. Yeah. So yeah, I love to suggest that everything you do, you have to visualize, you have to prepare, you have to plan. Because you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, then it's come to, can I say, the last but not least question. Do you have any tips or tricks for everyone? I mean, it's not just about improving their language, but about improving their life. Self-improvement.
Okay. Be alert. Be alert. And prepare. So when you alert, yes, be active. Be active all the time. You see things. It's not like you got distracted though. It's different. So you are active doesn't mean that you got easily distracted. You learn. You would like to see something. You would like to hear. You would like to know some information. Get it constantly. So you say that. Let's say, for example, if I want to learn new language, for example, Korea. I would like to study Korea so bad because right now I'm watching Korean movies. so I would like to study Korean, and I was like, okay, well, here is the linguistic system. You have the sound, you have the alphabet, you have the letters, the script, and everything. It's more like you put a little time that you have to that, pay attention to it just a little bit. But every day, for example, you would like to be a good drawer. You would like to be the good painter, for example. You search for information. You learn something every day. You are active to that. You don't actually just say like, oh yeah, I like painting, and then you bought some colors and then you put it down for years. That is inactive, isn't it? But then if you practice, then that is active, being active, and also alert with the information around you. So let's say, as the language user, the language learners, the linguistic teacher, for example, you have to be alert with, new words. You have to be alert with the pronunciation around the world. You alert with the accent, like, oh, that one is the new accent I've never heard before. Where are they from? Or, the new accent that, our students have. The information of the culture, politics, economy, other countries, your friends. It's not like you are Snoopy. You're not nosy, but just keep it like that. Be able to keep the secret though. Keep it. It's just different from being Snoopy. Because if, the information, for example, you heard someone say something, you see that thing happen, you heard the news, you have seen it on Facebook or Instagram or something, keep the information and analyze critically. If it's true, evaluate. If it's worth it to remember, if it's worth it to think about it all night and you cannot sleep, the information so that you can talk about this. So that when your friends talk about it, you are not left behind, right? You have the information to speak when you work, for example. This is a very good example. Let's say I help the city hall, for example, as the interpreter sometime, right? You got to know quite a lot of the vocabulary that they use. I'm now still studying more of that. You also should know who is who in the organization. You also should know what is it about, what is information that they would like us to know and would like me to translate, to interpret. What is the information, the basic information about Ubon Ratchathani, for example? What is the information about their country when they come to Ubon, for example, right? So being active in kind of learning the information or taking the information is quite important for us. Not just only the language, um, the career that uses language, right? But because you gonna use this kind of information to work and to kind of plan ahead what's gonna be. So we have quite a few good examples around you. Like, okay, we use the information so that we learn that, okay, we're gonna do trading with this country, we're gonna do trading with that. How are we going to do it? And that's because we know quite a few information, right? So yeah, being active as a sum, like just summarize being active.
Okay. So I think what I understood from what you said is that we need to try to be consistent. When we want to improve ourselves, especially if we want to be good at something, we need to be consistent. Not too much every day, but at least you do it every day a little bit, but over and over. It's gonna be more and more and more in yourself, and it's gonna be great and bigger in the future.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so the big umbrella is being active, right? In that being active, meaning that you do it every day, you constantly do it, you put yourself into that thing, and also you kind of active in gaining the information around you. So that makes you unique, and that makes you. It's not like you are not expert in anything. You can be an expert in one thing, but you also know a lot of everything as well, and that makes you unique, and that makes you kind of survive in this kind of digital driven world. Yeah. So meaning that you make better decision for the next step in your life. Okay.
I think it's also another kind of communication because a lot of my friends they love playing games. I don't play game. I don't even know how to play, but I study a bit about the game. Okay, this game is about this. Oh, GTA is like a free game. You can go anywhere. Like I learned about that a little bit so that next time when I meet them, I was just like, oh, I know you play that game. How is it? So I can start the conversation even I don't know, but I get some basic information about that. So I can.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. So you know something that you can you can talk to people in different groups, for example, right? And that is fun because you learn a lot more from other people. You learn more perspective, you learn more background as well, and that makes you, right?
One of my friends, she's been working with the NGO organization, which
Yeah.
is focusing on LGBTQ plus and everything. I don't know much about it, but I love asking her question every time we meet. Like, okay, how's your work? Okay, how was the activity that you did last week? So I know more about their organization and I know more about their perspectives toward things that have been going on. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. I love doing that. I love listening to people talking. But it's fun. Let's say I have my uncles, and my uncles like to talk about things. And we just like, yeah, go on, go on. Wow, it was so interesting. Go on, go on. I still like to listen.
That's a good one. But that's fun though. It's like we are learning something and we get to know something that we have never known it before. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Something that is so trivial, something that is just like, why do we have to know this? But well, you know it anyway, and that would be better, and that would be helpful in the future. I don't know when, but yeah, can be.
Uh-huh. maybe when it comes to the similar topics, we can just like, oh, I've heard of it. Okay, I can talk to you about this.
Exactly. And we learned that a lot when we were I learned that a lot when I was quite young. For example, some words in Harry Potter, the spells. Um,
Mhm.
we had I read the English version. What is it? Oh yeah, the third one. Um, so the Prisoner of Azkaban, and you have that ridiculous that spell. So that ridiculous one, um, I didn't remember it at that time, but then I kind of understand the sense, right? So when I understood the sense, this is really crazy because the next day it was the English exam. So, and that was the word in one of the items, and it was the correct answer as well. I was like, nice. So see, it's not you don't
That helps.
actually have to memorize the vocabulary, hundreds of them, the night before you go to the exam. What I did was that, I studied a lot of that before, right? I study here, study that. So the night before, I just like, oh, I want to relax. So I just like, okay, Harry Potter it is. Right,
Uh,
let me read it. um so yeah, that is really helpful. You learn something and then you can make use of that thing right away. That is good. You remember that really quickly.
yeah.
You kind of, if you get information this day and then you can use it next year, for example, that give you more excitement though, which is like, my goodness, I have learned now that, I can use this one.
Finally.
Finally. Finally. Yeah, that is fun. And that's why, and that's I kept talking, I kept saying to my students, like, information is really important. Being
Okay,
active
be like, be prepared.
and being bad.
One thing that I do, every time when I see something new, let's say new phrases after I watch the movie, I I love to find a situation where can I try using that sentence or that phrases. Uh, Example, there's one phrase that I heard from the movie. I can tell. It's a sentence. It's a sentence. I can tell. Like, it's like, uh, you know it. It's quite obvious. Okay.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
And the other day, I try to use it with my foreign friends because we hang out together always. Like we used to go to the gym, and I try to use what I learned from the movie. And he understood what I said, and I was like, "Man, that works." Okay, next time I'll bring some new sentences and use it again. So I think that's also a good idea to use it.
Yeah. We also can invent some words and some sentences as well. And if it worked, then it can be viral.
That's right.
We have some phrases in that we use, let's say, in a little group of my friends. It started with just only three of us. So there's only three that we say, I've learned. And we've learned. I have learned because we've made a lot of mistakes. And instead of saying it's okay, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, we say we've learned.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
We've learned.
I
Yeah.
also love making words. Um, I try to change the F word to something else. For example, if I want to if I want to say something like when I feel like, oh, why is it happening again? Not again. I would change the word from the F word to something else, like what the fish? What the future? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Something like that.
You can do that too. You can do that too. Yeah, that's how we call it more polite phrases, right?
Yeah,
It's just like, okay, we will make it more polite so that it's not cut. Or so that we don't have, all the eyes shooting at you or something. That is best way to learn new words as well. But swear words are those the easy words to learn, to get, you just one time and it's there, mm, right away. That is good way to learn language, but it's not the best way,
Mm.
for,
Yes.
for many people. Right? So yeah, see, and there's another way to learn. It's just not appropriate.
Yeah. After we talking, I mean, I think another things that makes languages, easy, not easy, interesting to study is that we enjoy using it. Like
Yes,
we're talking now.
we enjoy using it. Jay. And well, I and my friend like to kind of switch from Thai to English, English to Thai. Um, And when we told, we just like, okay, well, here it is, and no, my, or sometimes our language actually express more emotion or express what you really mean, and sometimes English can express more. So the this is the time of being multiple language user. So you can use quite a few languages at the same time. Sometimes we use Korean when you watch a lot of series and it's just like ajuma. Mm. Or oppa. Or when you talk to a friend from the north, for example, right, Chiang Mai, we switch right away to Chiang Mai, to อู้กับเมือง so we're gonna อู้กับเมือง with them, might not really. Yeah, we kind of play with it. We play with the language that we know most of the time, and that is how another way to learn.
I do that. Me and my friends, we love to change English into karaoke language, like yeah. We speak Isan sometime, but sometimes we change from Isan word to English words. For example, som kel, or we feel like we want to eat something, like I just say the word orange teeth. Like you're craving for something, and we said som kel, and we change orange teeth, and then we laughing sometimes.
Yeah, so that how you make languages fun and interesting. And as I said, because languages that we use now is not that language. So yeah, use it and mix them up and try keep the original meaning that we know, keep the professional, keep the academic sense of those vocabulary of those senses. But at some point we play with it as well. But don't just ditch this one away. Keep both. So when you use it, when you explain to somebody, you actually kind of give them more information about something, and that is how you leave your legacy, for example, like the legacy of the language that you have to the next generation, in terms of pragmatics, in terms of practical use, right? You have you might experience right now that the sense of using words or the word choices, sometimes the meanings are quite limited. Sometimes when you say something and then another person just like, what, it doesn't mean that. But then it mean that, you have that kind of conflict. But that is how sometimes you have to make ourselves learn from each other. This is what you think and this is what I think, and this word can be used both. For example, if it cannot be used, when can it be used, like that? So in that case, you discuss more and then you explore more. You kind of use it more in different ways. And that's how, yes, I agree with you. Language is more interesting that way.
Wow. Okay. We plan to.
We plan half an hour.
An hour and a half. Yeah, already. Okay. I think this is going to be another great episode for everyone, whoever watching this. Hopefully.
Hopefully. So if I make any mistakes in the theory or in anything, well, please comment. We are open for the comments so that we can learn together, right? We grow together as well. Thank you.
That's why we have Steve Talk, where we share, we listen, and we inspire.
Thank you so much. So I hope that I inspired quite a few of you guys who are listening to your channel, to Steve Talk, and I hope that that what I said today also inspired our the students who happen to turn this one on and listen to us until this far. And I hope that for the language learners, hope that you find your best ways to learn the language, not just the English, but then other languages as well that you want to learn in the future.
Okay. What we want to do, everyone? Be prepared and active. Be active.
Exactly.
That's the key. Okay. Before we say goodbye, where can people follow you on social media, or somewhere people can see your content, or maybe can see you live a little bit?
Well, I'm working at the university, so you can see me there. 1, 2. From time to time, well, it's not often, but sometimes I will be on TikTok. Nachi.me, I think. Cannot remember that one now, but yeah. If you happen to come across my content, or which I haven't done it for so many months now after I kind of come back to teaching. But if I have some interesting content, most of the time it's about pronunciation. So let's say tongue twisters, or some words that often or frequently mispronounced or mistaken, or something similar. Yeah, you will see me on TikTok. But apart from that, my Facebook, which I am quite selective. So, but if you are interested in, they can post on this Steve Talk episode 5, and yeah, we can discuss about the information that you would like to ask, and well yeah. Sometime I come here and then I just put the comments and stuff as well, and also on Facebook. So if you're we're friends on Facebook already, and so we have our friends around. If they are interested in languages or something that I can do for them, then they can comment. Yeah, they can ask.
You have a speaking club, right?
Yes, it's not actually active now, but in the future, I am going to refurbish that page again. Right now, it's just I am settling down. I am kind of setting up my desk and the courses and my life after this. So yes, stay tuned.
Okay.
I'll give you the information when everything's ready.
Can't wait for it. Looking forward to, joining you and seeing more content for you, especially this club. I love it.
Oh, thank you so much, ขอบคุณมากค่ะ yeah, I think I'll do that soon. Do that soon. Thank you. All right then.
Okay. And that's Ajarn Nutcha, everyone. She's here to inspire us and to share what she knows. And to be honest, I'm one of them, Ajarn Nutcha, who get inspired by you today. So
Aw.
before I release this video, I would like to say that everyone, I got inspired already. So more inspiration from Ajarn Nutcha already. Now, after I release this episode, that means it's your turn to get the inspiration. So expand it, everyone. Share it to your friends and others who you think they might need more inspiration and motivation for their life. It's not just about, languages learning. It's about self-improving. It's about being happy, prepared, active, and consistent about doing stuff that you like. And then you will become better and active like us, right? Always.
Yeah, you become kind of better person. You become better personality. You become more like you love this life, for example. Everything is interesting, and everything is just bright, and your future is kind of bright as well. And I would love to say here that when somebody inspired you, for example, I inspired you and you inspired me as well of doing the talk and stuff. You feel grateful, and you feel there's more to life, and there also more to explore and more to live too. So, yeah.
Okay. For me, it's kind of like, it's not just about doing something that I like, but it's about experiencing something that people like too. So you share what you like, you share your method, you share the way of living. So I learned something from you. As you said, we learn something from each other. And yeah, to be honest, I'm so much happy, and it's just an honor to have you here. It's just an honor for me to talk to you. I didn't expect for you to accept my invitation because you're kind of like busy. But yeah, thank you so much.
You actually were in the right time. Because I was like, okay, this is done, and then you just pop onto here, and I was like, all right, well, half an hour wouldn't be that bad.
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. But it's a fun talk. It's a fun talk, and I hope that you come here and visit us here and give us lovely talk to our students, to your juniors in the
Mm,
future.
yeah, I would love to. I would love to. And okay, actually, I'm planning to go back to Ubon next month. Maybe we can, meet up somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up. We yeah, next month. When? Be mine. New
No,
Year.
no, 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 no. On the November the 4th, I guess. No. December the 4th. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
next week.
yeah.
In 2 weeks' time. No, actually next week.
Yeah, next week, next week. Will you be around? Maybe I will
Uh,
stop. Around.
yeah. Please, just text me. Text me and we see where we're gonna go.
Yeah. Sure. I'll let you know.
Mm.
Yeah. It'll be great to meet you in person because it's been a while. Maybe we can, sip and talk, sip some coffee
Yeah,
and talk. Mm-hmm.
exactly. We can walk around and just like, here is Ubon Ratchathani.
Thing changes. Thing changes in the bond. I know. It's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah. Well, this week, my relatives from America is here. So tomorrow I have to do the big household job for them as well.
So I am right here at the right time.
You are. You are.
Kind of like we started out your things already. You got rid of some of your burdens and you got some time to talk to me. Wow, it's a great opportunity. Right
Yeah,
time.
you're at the right time. You are lucky. You're lucky. So yeah, please, yeah, please keep me updated.
So I'll make you a call as soon as I get there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kat.
Thank you so
And
much.
so have a very, very good rest. And I am looking forward to this episode on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah. I will need to uh edit and add some subtitles. So it's gonna be a lot because we talk a lot.
We talk a lot. Okay, we can make it like episode 5.1, 5.2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So
Part
good luck.
one.
But then if you have any question, or if you stuck at any conversation or anything, just ask. I might
Perfect.
not be I might not be answering right away, but I will answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you once again for joining me, for joining Steve Talk, because I wanted to have you at least one episode on Steve Talk. It's like my,
I know.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay. All right then. So bye bye until we see again. Bye.
All right.
ค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ